Okay. Hey, ladies. I am Dr. Megan Burt. If you don't know me, I think most of you do. I am a chiropractor who still licensed but retired. I don't work in practice anymore. I have my podcast, the Just Enjoy Health podcast. And then I am a beauty counter consultant, which is a really cool mix of doing all sorts of health things that I really love doing and get to talk about safe products, which is a really fun thing. I never thought that I would end up in the beauty world because I used to not wash my face or like twice a week. True story. I will get into more of my story, but you know, when you put blush on and you kind of get it up in here, this is how bad I was about washing my face. Is I would barely wash my face or like once or twice a week. And then until I would get like blush build up in my hair and I'd be like, oh, I should probably wash my face. I take much better care of my skin. It shows now too. But anyways, I wanted to put this certain class together in this workshop about how to build a skincare routine because it can be a really confusing thing. We all know that we need something to take our makeup off and some moisturizer, but what other products do you put in there? How do you build it? How do you add extras? What does your skin need versus somebody else's skin for your skin type, your skin needs, and all of that? And so as I'm talking about it, it probably still sounds confusing. So I want to break it down as best as I can tonight for you so that you can feel confident in piecing together your own skincare routine plus understanding the beauty counter product lines. Because once again, if you're just going through and what do I need? For me, as a consultant, I can help you easily because this is what I do. But if you are the client, the customer, and you're going, how do I do this? Do I buy the whole line? Do I piece things together? And so we're going to answer all of those questions. So I want to thank you for being here. Like I said, it's an interesting week. It's an interesting couple of weeks in our country, but I'm trying to figure out here, how do I keep things kind of business as usual, kind of life as usual, normal, but also keep things like be sensitive to that, be sensitive to my own needs and all of that. So that's also what we're doing, just kind of making sure balancing business, family in a different way than I normally do. But we are here, we're talking skincare. Okay, so thank you for being here and taking this time. So my beauty counter story actually started with makeup versus skincare. So I do repeat this a lot. So if you've been around for a while, you might have heard this, but when I was in practice, I didn't know how to address the issue of conventional makeup. And then here's the other thing. I didn't know skincare products, but I didn't wash my face. So I didn't ever recommend skincare. When it came to makeup, I myself still used conventional makeup because I couldn't find anything that worked. I would go to our local health food store. I would go to Whole Foods. I'd buy all these different foundations. I think I had like 5 of them. They were all powdered foundations, usually some sort of mineral something. And I would put them on and it'd be fine for a while, but it was so dry and my skin was already dry. So it just sat on dry skin. And by 10 a.m., it looked like I didn't have any makeup on. And so I had a blogger that reached out to me and said, hey, have you heard of Beauty Counter? No, I hadn't. And this was almost 5 years ago. And so they were just a new company at that time. And she told me that they batch test, which we still do. We have the highest heavy metal testing in all of the cosmetic companies. Most of them don't even test, but in the clean ones, we're still the highest. And I thought, okay, I know that lipsticks, pinks and reds have the highest levels of lead, especially, and some have mercury. Red coloring is really well known for mercury, red tattoos, and such. And so I was like, okay, that's great. Sign me up. I'm going to put this on my blog. At that time, I just left practice the month prior to, and I'm so excited that I can finally tell people, hey, I have a resource for you. Go to Beauty Counter, choose whatever you want. It's safe. Then I got into skincare because I needed it. And I had my ion cleansing balm, which I loved so much. And I didn't bring all of my products because we can't like touch and feel necessarily here. I wish you could try cleansing balm. It's really awesome. And I just kind of started introing into skincare. And it was probably about 6 months later, I was like, okay, my skin needed a skincare routine. But I was always really like leery of doing skincare. And because I thought it was really high maintenance, just being totally honest with you. I was like, it's going to take me forever. I'm so tired at night. Look, I'm going to take 10 minutes to wash my face. Like, whatever. I would sometimes use coconut oil on my face, and I'd use like argan oil. I barely even had a moisturizer. I just like slapped whatever on. And my skin, I have very resilient skin, very resilient. And so I didn't have breakouts. Here and there I'd have some. Now I almost like, I would get like 2 a month, and now I like don't. So that was it. So I thought my skin isn't broken out. It's not like peeling or anything, though it was really dry. So why do I need a skincare routine? It's just fine. Well, little did I know that I actually should take care of my skin. It's going to age better. It is going to look better. And now, though I do have foundation on right now, I can be foundation free and actually feel like good and confident about my skin. It's glowing. It's healthy. I used to have bangs. Like, I don't like that. And so my forehead used to be so dry. I had this like kind of patch of dry skin right there, and my bangs would just cover it. Couldn't even see it. And so I'm much happier with my skin now. And I am all about getting a good skincare routine for everybody. And it doesn't take very long. This is my nighttime routine, and it takes me like 5 minutes at the most if I use the peel, like 3 minutes if I don't. That's not high maintenance. It doesn't mean that you are like really vain or obsessed with looking good. We can just want to take care of our skin, because our skin is an organ. It is, because I'm all about healing from the inside out, but our skin, we do have to take care of, because it is outside. It is an outside organ. And yes, there's internal components to it, but it's also outside. We need to take care. We need to also know what we're putting on our skin. And so because you're here, we're talking Beauty Counter, and I recognize a lot of your names, clients and people that I've chatted with before. You're probably already on board with clean skincare, but making sure that the products and the ingredients in the products that you're putting on your skin are not going to harm your health in any way. And so we're not even going to touch on right now, just from a sheer time perspective, on all of the ways that Beauty Counter are the leaders in clean beauty. But trust me that they are. And we can go through all that. I have podcasts on that too, and all of just the clean beauty stats. But I'm going to assume that we're all on the board with clean beauty. Then we're going to dig into, how do you put this together? One thing I do want to note about Beauty Counter, yes, we are the leaders in clean beauty, but also when Greg Renfrew started the company, she knew that we cannot just have clean products and safe products, although they will sell, and although that is great. We also have to have products that perform and that are high performing, that match the like kind of the Lancome's, Estee Lauder's, like the, what's the word I'm looking for? When you go to the store, not just retail stores, cosmetic counters. That's what I'm looking for, that match that when people are used to having a performance like that, you also can get that with safe. And so that is what we've done. That is what we marry. And that's what all of our products, we try our very best. I mean, I don't formulate the products, but they try their very best to put together products that are going to work. Okay, so what makes up a good regimen? Here are the 4 parts: cleanse, prep, treat or treatment step, and then protect. And that's going to be your moisturizer. I'm going to go through all the lines. I'm not going to go through a ton of in-depth science on them all. If you want to know that, reach out to me and I can give you a lot more. I do have one podcast all about counter time and all of like the kind of the science and the Ret Natural Complex in there, if you want to listen to that one. And I will put together ones for the other lines too. But cleanse, prep, treat, and protect. That's what you're looking for. Now, Beauty Counter has done that for you in our 3 lines. We technically have a 4th line, then we have a men's line, but the nourishing line's going to be getting a little bit of a facelift. So I won't go through that just because it's, I'm just not gonna go through that one. How about that? It's for more sensitive / normal skin. It doesn't have a lot of like active ingredients or anything in it. So, okay. Like I said, Beauty Counter has put together these different skincare lines that fit the cleanse, prep, treat, and protect steps, but you also can mix and match. So we're gonna touch on that. But cleanse, that's pretty easy. we want to take off our makeup. If you do not wear makeup, we want to take off essentially all of the like environment, I want to say sometimes environmental toxins, but just like stuff in our environment that's going to oxidize, cause our skin to oxidize more. We just want to make sure that we clean it well. It's not just like soap in a bottle. It's got other things in there. The Countertime line is going to have the Retin Natural Complex in it. And so it's also going to work with your skin. The Counter Control line, being more of an oily line, is going to help in like drying or stripping those oils out more in your skin. The prep step is you just want to prepare your skin for the next parts. So the prep step is usually a toner, or in Countertime, it's the hydrating essence. You are balancing pH, and in another sense, like adding hydration to your skin. When you do a treatment step, that is going to be your most active ingredients, usually a serum, and it's going to have a lot of stuff pumped in there to really help give your skin the extra boost of hydration, or the antioxidant benefit, or the anti-aging benefit. It's going to be loaded with that. And then the protect step is going to be your moisturizer. So not only do we need moisturizer to just add and work with our hydration of our skin, we also need it because it has a lot of things, ingredients in there that are going to help against just in the environment, the UV rays potentially, if you need that, or just things that are kind of coming, environmental stressors coming our way. It's going to help set our skin and prepare it for the environment if it's a night cream, and then be ready for the day for day cream. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let me see if there's any questions. No questions yet. Okay, then we're gonna go through the different lines. So I didn't bring them all down. I actually don't have the new Counter Control line. I don't do a ton of in-person stuff. And so I didn't need it because I have dry skin, and I do not need something that's gonna dry my skin out. Okay, we're gonna start with Countertime. That is these wonderful glass bottles here. This is my own regimen that I used. And Countertime replaced the rejuvenating line. If you've been around Beauty Counter for a while, replace the rejuvenating line. It's all in glass bottles, and it's a really sophisticated line. And there's a lot of science behind it. It took 3 years to formulate. This is what it's good for. It is good for dry skin. It is good for mature skin. It is good for skin that are, if you want the anti-aging or aging graceful. I don't like the word anti-aging. I just use it because we all know what it means. It makes sense. Aging gracefully. If we want that extra like active ingredient boost to our skin. The thing with Countertime is, you guys have probably heard of retinol. It's used in so many different skincare products. I mean, Target sells products with retinol in it. Doesn't mean that they're like, sorry. I did not put my phone on silent. That was a reminder to listen to my audio Bible. Anyways, so back to Countertime. So with Countertime, we've heard of retinol. It's not that great for our skin. It's not that great for our body. If you look it up on Environmental Working Group, it ranks 9 out of 10. You cannot use it when you're pregnant or nursing. So there's usually something that you can't use for safety, that's gonna like really hurt the baby. You're pregnant or nursing, you probably don't want to use it on your skin when you're not. There's just a lot there. It also increases cell turnover, retinol does, and it goes really deep within your skin layers. And so in one way that's good, and the other way it's not, because it increases cell turnover so much. When people stop using it, they tend to have redness, or if they cut down on it, they have redness and dryness, and their skin really doesn't like it. And so people are like really stuck in kind of this retinol cycle. So Beauty Counter created Countertime line with Bakuchiol and Swiss Alpine Rose to create what they call the Retin Natural Complex. It works similarly on the skin, increasing cell turnover like retinol does, without the too deep of cell turnover, and without the negative health implications that comes with retinol. It's a great line. I will say not everyone is this line for or fully for. If you have oily skin, you do not want to buy the whole Countertime collection. You are going to push your skin so oily. It's going to add way too much hydration. Your skin's not going to love it. And then another thing, if you have really sensitive skin, the whole line is probably going to be too much for you, and you're going to want to try a product or two. So even though I didn't say this at the beginning, the like ideal scenario, best thing to do when it comes to skincare is really to buy one line and buy the whole regimen or the whole collection, and you're going to use that. But that's in a perfect world. Not all of our skin is going to fit in a perfect box into the whole regimen, into the whole collection. It's just not. So mixing and matching is good. So if you can, try to stay with as much in the same collection as you can, just because what that is going to do is they work synergistically together. One builds upon another, builds upon another, builds upon another. But if it's not right for your skin, then it's not right for your skin. So here's what I always like to say with Counter Time. I didn't bring the day cream down. I like to start off with the hydrating essence. Tell people start off with the hydrating essence or the serum. Now, I can't use the serum. My skin's so resilient. It does not respond negatively to pretty much any product. And there's something weird about that product that it just gives me, after a few days of use, like a little like red breakout thing. Looks like a zit, but it doesn't really do much and just goes away. But I don't like that. I've tried it only like 3 times. I should introduce it again. It's been months since I've done it and used it. So start with the serum or the essence. They both have the most natural complex in them. They both sit on the skin well. I love the oil-based cleanser. I think it's awesome. It's my favorite cleanser ever. But a cleanser doesn't sit on your skin that long. And so to purchase this product, you're only going to choose one. Isn't my favorite to choose just because you put it on and wash it off. It doesn't sit there. You're not going to get quite as much like bang for your buck when it comes to the natural complex. So that's where, if you're like, okay, I've got oily skin, but I think I'm going ahead of myself. I'm like trying to mix and match lines for you. You don't even know the lines. If you have oily skin, but you want some anti-aging benefits, you'd choose like 1 product or 2 products from the Counter Time line. Okay, so it's got an oil-based cleanser. So it doesn't strip the natural oils of your skin, which is great for dry skin. People that have more of oily skin, that'll just be too much for them. Or if they have more normal skin, sometimes they'll do 2 different cleansers, because that just works, one for the AM, one for the PM. Not trying to make your skincare routine too complex, just things that you can put together as you go along. You do not have to buy everything right at once. I always recommend piecing things together, but you'll just get to know your skin. So oil-based cleanser, hydrating essence is like a hydrating toner. Then we've got the soft cream, which is the day cream. I love that product. I think it is just awesome. The serum that has the most natural complex in it. That is like, there's a lot to it. And then the tetrapeptide supreme cream. I don't know if you guys can see this. Nope, not with that light. No way. It is like, it's just like a whipped lotion. It's really awesome. And they have an eye cream, which I forgot to bring down. And they have an eye cream too. Okay, moving on to the Counter Match line. The Counter Match line was really when I started Beauty Counter, we had the rejuvenating line and the nourishing line, just 2. It's really easy to put together a skincare routine because you didn't have that much to choose from. Now you have so much more to choose from, which is why I wanted to do this, because it makes it more complex. Yet we needed these lines because we needed products that performed better and met other people's skin needs. So Countermatch was this one where we all were just like jaws on the floor, like couldn't believe how it performed. I love this line. I prefer Counter Time because my skin is so dry. I fight all winter with keeping it like from not being dry or not looking dry. So Countermatch does not work for me in the winter, but I love the products and I love how it feels on my skin. So Counter Match has the biomimic technology, which means that it's put together in a way that mimics the hydration of your own skin. So this is going to be for normal skin types, slightly dry, slightly oily. Then you've got Counter Control and Counter Time on the other ends of the spectrum. Counter Match is going to be what most people purchase, or they're going to purchase Counter Match and add a little Counter Time in there because Counter Time is so amazing. Most people are going to go with Counter Match. It mimics your skin's hydration needs. So if your skin, and this is specifically with the Adaptive Moisture Lotion, If your skin is more oily, it won't deliver quite as much oil. If your skin's drier, it's going to deliver a little bit more hydration through a 12 to 24-hour period. It's really cool. So it's got the cleanser with that, which is a cleansing milk. It's got the, there's a serum with that. And then the, like my favorite product in the whole line is the Adaptive Moisture Lotion, and it makes your skin feel so soft. It is just like, yeah, it just softens your skin. It's so nice under makeup. I love that product. And then it has the sleep cream in it too, which, is really good for added hydration, and it adds that extra hydration overnight. So if you had like oilier normal skin, the sleep cream could be a little too much for you, but probably would just be just fine. And they have an eye cream, and the eye cream is really good for puffy bags under your eyes. I really like that eye cream. I think that's my favorite eye cream. So that's the one I use actually over the Counter Time one right now. Love the Counter Match eye cream. Counter Match also has a body lotion with it, which you can obviously buy separately. It's not anything to put on your face, but I have to shout it out because I don't love body lotions, just to be honest with you. They're kind of sticky. And this one is, it rubs in really well, and it makes your skin really soft like the Adaptive Moisture Lotion does. It has a little salicylic acid in it, and which helps with like kind of like more of like the treatment type step, and it's awesome. So I can't say enough great things about that body lotion. You don't need very much. A little goes a long way with it too. Okay, moving on to Counter Control. So Counter Control is probably the least used of our product line, but it's awesome if you need it. It is for oily skin / acne prone skin, but only if your skin is oily would you use it if you also are more acne prone. If you have acne and you are normal or dry skin type, Counter Control is going to dry your skin out. But it's got some really cool products in it that you might want to grab one. So it has the Counter Control Cleanser. I love it. It has little exfoliating beads in it. And there's a fuzz right there. And it has this little exfoliation. I love how it works. I love how my skin feels, but it dries me out. So this is where you could piece together if you're like, I just wake up really oily skin, or all of your skincare products make your skin a little bit oilier. That might be a great cleanser for you. Awesome cleanser. They have an oil-free lotion with it. There's one other product, and now you can tell I don't use this. I don't use that line. There's another product I can't remember. There's a toner. Oh yes, I know. I used to use this. Excellent toner too. The cleanser and the toner are so awesome. It just drives me out. And the toner has this kind of smells like 7-Up used to smell. Kind of this lemony lime, or Sprite, I should say. Sprite. And it has a really cool scent to it. I really like it. It's not too strong. But it has this lemon lime, and it's awesome. Makes your skin feel great. But it is a little bit more drying. So once again, you might want to take those, not do those products. They're, like I said, then we move on to the moisturizer, but the moisturizer is oil free. So that is where, if you need hydration, that's not the product for you. And then the other one, and I love this product, I feel like we all could get good use out of it. It's the SOS treatment product. And it's a little like acne just treatment. So you can just drop it, put a little drop there if you need, and I have that. So if I ever do have a pimple or anything, I'm like, oh, I'm going to put it here and put it here. So that's a great one to purchase. But the Counter Control is going to be for oily skin, like I said. Then now let's move on to, and if anybody has questions, pop them in. We're going to talk about piecing together your own skincare line. So let's just say you have dry skin, but you're thinking, okay, this sounds great. I love I love the idea of Counter Time. My skin's not super dry, but I want the anti-aging benefits. But if I put too much hydration on my skin, it gets like, it's just too oily. Okay, so then you're gonna probably want to go with, I'm gonna do 2 examples. You could go with Counter Match and add in like the Counter Match cleanser, add in the essence and serum, and then go with the Counter Match sleep cream, adaptive moisture, like day cream, and eye cream. So then you can get a little bit of the best of both worlds in there. Or if your skin is pretty normal but tends to be a little oily sometimes. But man, I really like this on counter time. I want to take good care of my skin. I want to put those active anti-aging like goodness in my skin. What do I do if I'm like all over the spectrum? Okay, once again, and I always like to come to counter match as kind of the net neutral. Okay, let's start with counter match. Let's build from there. Okay, start with counter match, but you tend to have a little bit of oily skin. So let's set the kind of the stage for less oil by using the counter control cleanser. Awesome cleanser. Then we stick with the counter match, day cream, night cream, eye cream, and then we add in the counter time serum. Just one counter time product, not gonna make your skin too oily. You're gonna get all that retinatural complex, but you're gonna keep your complexion from being too oily or too too hydrated, I guess, which would still be too oily. And we're still kind of coming to the middle with counter match. Here's the thing. If that is now epically confusing to you, here's where I can come in and help. For registering for attending this, I want to give you a free skincare consultation. We can do it via email, we can do it via text, we can do it on a call, a Zoom call, or a phone call. And I will let you know, I'll put in the email how to get a hold of me so that you can reach out to me if you want to know that, because I want you to put together the things that work really well for your skin. If you are new to skincare, I remember if I was watching this, when I was first starting, I'd be like, this sounds too complex and this sounds too high maintenance and this is why I don't wash my face. But I want you to feel like I got this. And if I can get it, you can get it. Okay, we've got questions. Do these products work well for African American skin? As far as I know, yes. We want to formulate as much as we can to meet all skin types, all skin needs. So yes, I think you would address your skin needs the same as anybody's skin needs and go from there. If you want more specific help with that, I would love to reach out and ask some people that know more. So if you do, you could just pop the question in here because I can see that. Nobody else can, I don't think. Or just reach out to me via email. You'll get an email confirmation after this with the recording. And so you can just email me that too. Okay. I also want to talk about add-on products, because there's more to just building a skincare routine depending on what your skin needs. And this is one of those other places that you can go, okay, there's a lot there. So there's I will say three of my favorite products, and they come from the Counter Plus line, which means that you're just adding on to the skincare routine. And the three ones that are the most common are going to be the facial oils, the overnight resurfacing peel, and the cleansing balm. And I use all three of them. The facial oils, I want to give kind of one myth buster. We always think if I'm going to put oil on my skin, I have to have dry skin. And really the basis of young, healthy looking skin is actually hydrated skin. And people that have too oily skin also need to add oil to help balance that oil. It's kind of like cancels like, kind of in homeopathy, that same concept. So if you have oily skin, the number 3 balancing oil is awesome. There's the number 1, and that's the brightening oil. It has a ton of vitamin C in it. And then my favorite is number 2, the plumping, which I don't love the name plumping. It's more like a hydrating. But they all have the same base. I used to think I could just make this myself with a little essential oils and argan oil, and you just can't. They're specially formulated with 7 different oils in there to help with nourishing the skin with antioxidant benefits. And so it's really formulated for the health of your skin. And then the overnight resurfacing peel is awesome in the evenings, 2 to 5 times a week, depending on your skin's needs. And you can tell that I used the peel last night. If you look really close, you can see my skin glowing. It has a glow right here. It's not oil. I have super dry skin. What it does is it's able to help cell turnover, and really, because this is the area I get the driest, help with those surface skin cells and essentially take them away. It's called a peel. It doesn't peel off your skin. You don't have to wash it off. You just put it on clean skin. And I'm going to show you my skincare routine after this so that you can see it yourself. See how simple it is. I'm not going to take my eye makeup off though, because it'll just be too complex. I'll end up looking like a raccoon. And then the cleansing balm. So the cleansing balm is a unique one because it's a multi-purpose product. And the cleansing balm has a bigger price tag, but it lasts so long. It lasts me with I use it every night, at least a year. And so, it's so well worth it. What you can use with cleansing balm, my favorite application, I have two of them. My favorite, taking off eye makeup. It takes off so gently. We have an eye makeup remover. I just personally don't like the liquid eye makeup removers, like in general. Ours is awesome. It's safe. Plus, that's good around your eyes. I just don't love that way of taking off my makeup. So I love the cleansing balm. I also use it at night. The last thing I do, I go to bed and I use cleansing balm as my lip balm at night, like my chapstick. I have to put something on my lips, and then I tend to put it here and here on my forehead, just the drier areas of my skin. I go to bed with it as an overnight mask. But you can also use cleansing balm as a cleanser. And if you need more hydration, you let it sit for like 5 or 10 minutes. We also have another product in the Counter Plus line, which is our charcoal mask, which people absolutely love. I want to mention that too without just touching on it too much. Back to cleansing balm. I love it. It's that was the product early on. It's been around the whole time that I had my eye on. I was like, I want this product. And it really has lived up to its hype. I love the cleansing balm. Okay. Let's see. If you have any other questions, let me know. Like I said, I want to give you that like personal consultation with recommendations for you if you want that. And yeah, let me know in the chat box if this was helpful, confusing, if I can clarify things, because I don't want, like I said, if this was me first off listening, I'd be like, this just sounds like a lot. But it becomes fun to put this together. It becomes fun to be like, my skin just feels better. My skin used to be really kind of like uneven, I guess, not like blotchy or patchy, but just uneven. So I didn't have makeup on. I just felt like my skin wasn't good. And I mean, I guess there was like a little insecurity with it there. Now I go without makeup often, or I go without foundation a lot. Because I just don't, like, a lot of times like, oh, I don't need it. Or I'll just maybe put a little concealer on. I just don't need it as much because I'm actually taking care of my skin. And it's a good thing to take care of our skin. And so it is fun. I found it fun to find products that work well together. I almost exclusively use Beauty Counter, except I use a Primally Pure beauty cream. Primally Pure is a really awesome brand too that I want to get a couple more of their products to try out. But this is key for my dry skin in the winter time. I don't need it in the summertime. But okay, I'm going to start taking off my makeup. I'm going to show you how this is done the best as I can without being in a bathroom without a sink. I'm in my downstairs. Well, it's our guest room / my husband's office. Okay, this is the Countertime Cleansing Oil. And I specifically wanted to go through this with you because most of the products are pretty straightforward, but Countertime is a little bit more confusing on how to use the products just because they're a little bit different. So the cleansing oil, I use one pump. I do one pump in the day, in the morning, one pump at night. And it literally is an oil. You can see it go on as an oil. I'll tell you guys something else funny. I put my makeup on tonight at 6 p.m. And so my makeup's been on for 2 hours and I'm taking it off because I wanted to show you. And I thought, I feel like showing up with makeup on. Okay, the one thing I just realized I don't have, you have to activate the, I was gonna bring a bowl of water. I was like, wait, I don't need a bowl of water. Yes, I did. I needed a bowl of water. You do need to activate the cleansing oil or else it just kind of sits on your skin. So this isn't gonna be as good of a cleanse as it should be. But when you activate it, it turns into a cleansing milk. And I just put a little on my hands and like rub it on and you can just tell instead of being shiny, it becomes like more milky. It has a little bit of white texture. I don't have water here. All I have next to me is electrolytes and greens. I don't think I need to put that on my face. So I use a Norwex body cloth. I love these body cloths. You can see there's already makeup coming up. This also helps because any good washcloth will work because it adds a little like mechanical action, I guess you can call it. Versus if you just took the water and went like this, you're not gonna be like rubbing off the skincare or your makeup. Here's the thing too, I should probably be a lot more gentle with my skin. I like pull my skin. Probably have wrinkles, but that's okay. I like to get it good and clean. So now I've got most, and you can see it works awesome. It takes off all of my makeup. Next, thing that you use is the hydrating essence. This is the confusing one because people are like, what do I even, and I would use cleansing balm. Sometimes I don't even use the cleansing balm on my eyes. You can use the Counter Time cleansing oil on your eyes. It is safe for that too. I'll take some of my eyeshadow off, but I'm going to leave mascara on because this is now a cold washcloth and it's just not going to be sufficient in removing eye makeup. Okay, next, can you even see that? Hydrating essence. You're going to use like a dime to a quarter size amount. A quarter is a little bit too much for me, and you can rub it in or pat it in. Here's the thing with this product is you actually, most of the time, the products, I just realized I went out of order. That's okay. We'll just back up a little bit. Most products you want to put the next product on once the product before has dried. This one you want to do while it's still like a little, I don't know, tacky. It's not a sticky product. It sounds like that when I use the word tacky. Then I put my day cream on, my soft cream on, and then you actually harness the hydration of your own skin and the hydration of that product. The one I forgot was the overnight resurfacing peel. You put that on clean skin. I will not do that right now. Use one pump. You probably don't want to use two. When you put the peel on, if you put it on and you get like, it's called pilling, it's like a little of your skin starts to shed off, that just means you use too much product. And hey, if you can use less product and make it go longer, that's what you want. So you should only use one pump unless you're like really bringing it down in here, then you want to do two pumps. I don't. Also, with Counter Time, I don't know if you can see, I have pretty big hands. And these bottles are like the size of my hands. These are really big bottles. Both of these, I took some samples out of them. My oils down to here. I got these in July and it's March. So my soft cream and my Supreme cream lasted 6 months. And these are on 8. And you can tell this is still has a third left. Though Counter Time is more expensive, the cost per use is quite low. So this is going to last me a year. And so it's not like you're going to be going through the products in like 5 weeks and having to replenish, or 3 months and having to replenish. I've asked around. I've seen a lot of other of my friends who are consultants post, and most of their Counter Time lasts them 6+ months. And so I think it was in 1 week, I saw 2 of my other friends. I had said that I ran out of the Supreme cream, and they both said they ran out of the Supreme cream in the same week, and it had been 6 months. So I kind of laughed, and I was like, well, there we go. So this stuff is really lovely and whipped. That was actually too much. And this is going to deliver some deep hydration. It has peptides in it, which is a big thing in skincare. And I cannot explain all of the science behind a peptide. I did not memorize it all. How about that? Like I said, I cannot remember every single detail about these products, but I do know that peptides are used in conventional skincare products. They are not used in clean beauty. And so we have been able to harness the power of the peptide and put it in, it's a tetrapeptide, 3 peptides in our serum tripeptides, excuse me. Tripeptides in our serum, tetrapeptide 4 in our Supreme cream. So really helps with environmental stressors, and this helps set your skin up well for kind of like the demands of the day, if you will, throughout the night, so that you're ready to wash it off and put your other skincare on. There was like a hashtag on Instagram when this first came out called like hashtag, Counter Time is a filter. That's, I think, what it was. Counter Time is a filter, because you can literally wake up, especially after using it for a little while, and you feel like your skin just like looks like it has makeup on almost. Like it's just so healthy that you're like, I don't need makeup. So hashtag Counter Time is a filter, which is what was going around and kind of trending, which was really fun. And so, like I said, Counter Time is not for everybody. If you have oily skin, it will probably not look as much filter like on you. And then the last thing that I use is this Blue Tansy Beauty Balm from Primally Pure. This is a tallow base, and I love using tallow on my skin in particular in the winter. There's just something about the tallow, which is animal fat, that my skin does awesome with. So that's the last thing I do. What I will do before bed, hey, I'm ready for bed, friends. What I'll do before bed is I will put my cleansing balm on my lips, put it here and here, and I'm set. And so I chatted through that, and that didn't take me too long. 3 to 5 minutes. In the morning, it's like 1 to 3 minutes. So that is not that complex. It's not that time consuming. You can get really great skin. And I want to tell you a couple things too. Right now, through the end of March, Beauty Counter has 10% off sale. But we are also in very interesting times with a lot of people losing their jobs or wondering if paychecks are coming in. And so I want to just let you know about that sale, because if for you it is life as usual, business as usual, or as much as usual as it can be, and it might be a great time to buy and to take advantage of that sale, awesome. So I want to tell you about it because 10% off, and it's 10% off regimens and collections. So if you did want a full regimen or full collection from one of the lines, like, we've got you covered. 10% off. But if it is not the right time, just take this info, note it down, and when it is, you can purchase that. There are sales that come up. There are deals that come up. And so there's zero pressure to buy. I just wanted this to be a fun workshop. It happens to coincide with a sale, which I learned about after I had even sent out info on this. And so I just really wanted you guys to know that that is my heart. You do not have to purchase anything right now. I just want it to be good information for the future. Or if you use Beauty Counter, you kind of know, like, maybe this is a product that I want later, or hey, now I know how to put together a skincare routine or use the products that you have better now, and then you can replace them later, whatever your story is. Oh, let me see here. Oh, the Blue Tansy Balm, Janice, is from Primally Pure. Can you even see that? Probably not. Nope, sorry. Oh, there we go. Primally Pure, that is a different brand altogether. Primally Pure Blue Tansy Beauty Cream. That's what it's called. And so they have a lot of tallow-based products that I really, I can't speak to all of their products in terms of usage. I've heard their masks are really great, and I want to get a mask, and I want to try one of their serums also. But I'm so picky with skincare companies. I want them to be transparent. That's what I love about Beauty Counter, and I feel like Primally Pure really checks the mark on that too. They don't have any cosmetics. They recommend Beauty Counter for cosmetics a lot. But they've got some good stuff. They've got great baby products. I love the baby balm, which is also tallow based. It's really good. So they have that balm, and then I use Beauty Counter oil on the girls too. The baby oil, not the face oil on their body. That would be ridiculously expensive. Okay. If there's any other questions, let me know. I feel like there was one other thing. Oh, yes. If you want your free skincare consult, I'll put details in there. You can just email me, reach out to me too. If you do have my contact info, I'd love to put that together for you to fit your skin needs, your skin type, your budget, all of that stuff. And even if you're like, hey, I just want to know, but like, I don't know, it's not quite the best time to buy, that is fine too. I'll still put it together for you. So thank you so much for attending, for coming out virtually here for this. My goal is to do something like this each month. I'd love to do a makeup one. I would love to go through charcoal masks and like put on the peel with you guys. So thank you so much for attending, and you guys have a good night. I hope that you, like I said, I kind of wish that we were all popped up and we could Zoom and chat, because I do, I just want to know how everybody's doing through all of this. So have a great night.